Hey guys, Heathway here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to complete the very first marquee matchups of FIFA 18 the cheapest and easiest way. Now this is going to set you back around 25,000 coins as of right now to complete, and completing the whole set will give you a 25k pack, and for each of the individual SBCs you get some decent rewards. There's another 25k pack, there's a silver pack, and a few cheaper gold packs as well. So some really good rewards, and you can definitely make some good profit from this. Even if you just get average packs, you should be able to break even, so anything decent should make you profit. So at the beginning of the game is a very good SBC to complete. Before getting on into the video, if you guys do want to win a £10 Xbox or PlayStation gift card, all you need to do is leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Without further ado, let's go on into the SBC. The first of the 4 SBCs is QPR against Fulham, and this gives you a jumbo premium silver pack. You need at least 5 English players, at least 3 gold players, 95 chemistry at minimum, and 9 players in your squad, as 2 of the positions will be taken up by these blank slots here. Now what you want to do is build a midfield, so your wingers, centre mid and striker from the championship, as they're all going to get the chemistry to these midfielders right here. And if you can, try and get some strong links, especially either from the centre mid to the left mid, or from the left mid to the striker, and then from your right winger or right mid to your centre mid or to your striker. I had a bit of loyalty chemistry because I packed some of these players, so I got decent chemistry, but I think you guys may need to potentially use a strong link between this guy here in the right mid position and your centre mid if you don't get full chemistry. But you don't need to go with the same players as me, because if I tell you guys to go and use the same players, all of those cards will go up in price, and this will no longer be the cheapest way of completing the team. So all you want to do is get the cheapest left mid and right mid you can from the championship, and I think both those positions are gold. There's a few different options, so that will fulfill some of the gold players there, and then just get a random centre mid and striker. You can go with some English cards if you want, but I just went with a defence fitting in all my English players, and I went with a full defence from League 2. So you guys can go with pretty much any league you want and just use some bronze players in there, but if you do need to still get some more English players, as you do need 5 in total, I would recommend just going ahead and doing what I did, which was use one of the lower leagues in England, get some bronze cards, and all of them will set you back 200 coins. And then, as I needed one more goal player, I went with Ben Foster in goal. I just went with the cheapest English goalkeeper I could find on the game. And there you go, completing that will give you a jumbo premium silver pack. Next up is Chelsea against Man City. This gives you a jumbo gold pack, and you need 1 Chelsea player, 1 City player, at least 5 players from the Premier League, at least a 76 rating overall, and 95 chemistry. What I would recommend you guys doing is building a defence and using your 2 centre mids, all from the Premier League, and you just want to try and get your Chelsea and City players in there. So just get the cheapest you can. The cheapest I found was Caballero for around 1,000 coins, and then Delph for a similar price. And then you just want to try and get good strong links in that defence, get everyone in good chemistry, as you do need to get 95 chem overall. So try and get strong links from your centre mids down here to your centre back. As you guys can see here, I just mainly went with English Premier League players. And then for your strikers, attacking midfielder, and your wide players, I'd recommend just going with players who get strong links together. So just go with some cheap non-red gold cards. I went with the La Liga, I went with some Spanish gold cards. They all get strong links together, they all get good chemistry, and as you guys can see, that is enough to complete the SBC. Next up is Milan against Roma. This gives you a 25k pack, so a really good reward for an SBC. That's only going to set you back around 5,000 or 6,000 coins, and to complete it you need 3 players at minimum from Milan or Roma. You also need at least 4 players from the KLCA, a 77 rating overall, and at least 90 chemistry. Now to complete it, what I did is I went with a defence featuring 4 players from the KLCA, 3 of which played for Roma. You guys can go ahead and do this. You can go with Roma players, you can go with Milan players, or you can go ahead and maybe do a front 3 of Roma or Milan players and then go with another KLCA midfielder. You can do what you want really, but just make sure you get those 3 players from either Milan or Roma in, and you get the 4 KLCA players. And then I just went with the rest of the team being from the Bundesliga. You guys don't have to go with the Bundesliga, you can go with any other league you want. Just make sure you go with the league with plenty of cheap gold cards, and that's exactly what I did here. All these cards are going to set you back around 400 or 500 coins, and the chemistry and the rating was decent, so I just went ahead and put in some bronze players. And as you guys can see, you can still do that, and you can get away with the 77 rating, so that's what I would recommend doing to save a few coins, and that gives you a 25k pack. Finally, we've got Nice against Marseille, and to complete this you need at least 4 players from either Nice or Marseille, at least 5 French players, at least 7 gold players, and a minimum of 90 chemistry overall. Now to complete this, all you want to do is just try and get the cheapest 4 players you can get from either Nice or Marseille, put them into the team, and then just build the rest of the team as a Ligue 1 team, and go ahead and just get the cheapest cards you can find. You only need 7 gold players, so as soon as you've got those 7 gold players in there, just go ahead and get the cheapest guys in each position. So the cheapest left back with this bronze guy for 200 coins, the cheapest goalkeeper was this keeper here for 200 coins, the cheapest right back was this guy for about 500, and then I got this right mid very cheaply as well. And then the rest of the team I went with a few players out of position, as you do only need 90 chemistry, so I went with Le Marchand at CDM, we've got Coziello, Schneider and Balotelli. So those are all of my niche players, but just try and get the cheapest ones you can find on the market, and then just pad out the rest of the team, making sure you get enough gold players and enough French players, and then you can just use some bronzes and silvers and you should be good. And completing that gives you an Electrum players pack, and also does complete the entire SBC. As you guys can see right here, that does complete the marquee matchups, the very first of FIFA 18, and that gives you a premium gold players pack. So we've got 5 packs to open, starting off with the worst one, and that is the Jumbo Premium Silver pack. What are we going to get? That glitched a bit beforehand. Are we going to get anything decent? What is that going to be? It's a rare silver card. Juru, he's got a decent card, and actually I think he plays in the Turkish league, so I reckon he's going to sell for a bit. Let's check what he sells for. These silver packs can make you a lot of coins. I accidentally sent him to the transfer list instead there, but I think he does go for a bit. We've got a few other players there from the Turkish league, so all of those could sell. We've got a few players from Ligue 1, so they may also sell on. So that's actually not too bad at all there. We've got a few players we can maybe make some coins on. Next up, Jumbo Gold Pack. I think this is a 10k pack, so you have the same number of items as a 15k pack. That glitched again, but you get the same number of rares as a 7.5k pack, and we don't get any rare players actually here. We get Lingard though, who as a Premier League winger may sell for a bit. He's also English, which could be decent there. We get a Milan player too, and you do need those for these SBCs, so that's not too bad there. That's hopefully going to be a couple of thousand coins back from that pack. We get Zarate, I'll send him to the transfer list. He may sell on for a bit, especially as he is an Argentine player in a different league. Electrum players pack. This is a mixture of silvers and golds, and again it glitched. That looked a bit weird. It's not going to be a decent player. It's not even a rare player actually. So what are we going to get in the back? Anything decent? Maybe a silver player that could sell for a lot. We don't really get any golds that are going to go for much. Do we get any silvers? We get a silver player who plays... No, we don't really get any silver players who play for any decent leagues really. I mean, you can get lucky, you can get players who maybe play in the Super League or the Liga Banco MX. We don't get anything in that pack. We've got the 2 best packs though coming up now, the 25k pack. So let's start off with the overall reward one, and that is the one that gives you just players. So we get 3 rare players. That paused for a bit longer. It's not going to be a drop down pack though, because I didn't see any flares on the side. It says striker, Sturridge, Danny Ings. I thought that could have been Antonio actually, and he's extinct for 10k. Then I thought that was going to be Sturridge, but yeah, in the end it is Danny Ings instead. We also get Turbe, this guy here called Kadamuro. Anyone else really that may sell for something? I don't think so. I mean, Olsen might, but not the best of packs. Not the best of packs at all there. I'll send those things to the transfer list as well. And then the final pack, probably the best one here, is the 25k pack with 12 rares in. These have been really good for me on FIFA 17. I got Messi from one of these, but let's see. What are we going to get? Give me a walkout, even just a drop-down pack. I'd take that. It's not going to be either of those things. What is it going to be? Be someone like Gabriel Jesus. Oh, I thought that could have been Gabriel Jesus. Be Paulinho. It's not even Paulinho. It's Rafinha, who's the cheaper of the 2. So he goes for like 1,000 coins, I think. Could have been better. Could have been better. But we get Darmian. I reckon he'll sell for quite a bit. He doesn't. He goes for like 1,000 coins. I thought he'd go for loads as he's an Italian player in a different league, so I thought he might be needed for one of those SBCs. But in the end, we don't really get anything worth too much, but I think we should still be able to break even because I didn't spend too much on this SBC at all. But there we go. That is how to complete it the cheapest and easiest way. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below what you got in your packs, and if you do want to get any cheap football shirts like some of the ones you can see in the background, go and check out myfootballfactory.com, and you can use the discount code E2 at checkout for an extra 10% off. You can get shirts as cheap as £25. Hope you guys enjoy though, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Take care.